the toy park.
Hey buddies, welcome to the toy park. Today we have Peppa Pig and Olaf here joining with us at the toy park. In this episode we're going to do some fun activities where we're going to create 6 different costumes. Costumes, you might be asking, costumes for what? Well, costumes for a Halloween costume party. So Olaf and Peppa Pig are going to help us, and it's going to be a fun episode, isn't it?
Well, yeah! Where there's Olaf, where there's Peppa Pig, this is always a fun episode!
So yeah, you guys look really happy, Olaf and Peppa Pig.
Well, yeah! We always get the chance of dressing these beautiful Disney princesses. And this time, it's Halloween.
So, are you excited to get dressed too? Whoa, Peppa Pig. Stop fainting. It looks like you're really excited.
Well, yeah, I'm really excited. So yeah, can we get to go do the DIYs on our princesses?
Well, not that fast, Peppa Pig and Olaf. So I'm going to divide you into 2 groups where you are going to get 3 princesses each. So, okay, first group goes to Peppa Pig. So I'm going to give Peppa Pig Elsa, Cinderella, and Rapunzel. And then I'm going to give Olaf Brave, Beauty, and Anna. So these are your 3 princesses that you're going to get ready. Get them ready. So yeah, so I have here some pictures of fun characters, fun and famous characters used from back then to now, and except one of them, which is Minion, of course. So we're going to start with the Minion. So the Minion, well, vampires, he's dressed as a vampire. So vampires are from you know, how do I say it? From back then as well. So here is a picture of a vampire. Have a closer look. Arr. And then the other picture is from Frankenstein. Well, something looks empty here. Why not? Let's write something on this tombstone that he has in front of him. So we are going to write the toy park here, and let's write it in an evil way. There's Doh, and then toy, park. There you go. It looks more evil now. You see that? I made this writing like this because I wanted to look pretty vintage type of looking. So like Frankenstein. We have already write the toy park on this Frankenstein picture. So Frankenstein is also a very special character because it has been going on and on and on. Every Halloween party, every Halloween theme park I see, there is a must be Frankenstein. So Frankenstein was a must for me, even though I haven't watched Frankenstein. Truly, I'm saying that I haven't watched Frankenstein yet. So the next character from here is Mummies. Okay, so here is Mummy. It's in a green color. It's not appealing when it's in green because mummies are dead. Well, so tell me in the comments if this episode is getting a little violent because I don't know. Anyway, so this mummy looks pretty cute for me. It looks cute. It's like doing hip hop. Yeah. So yeah, this mummy is pretty cute, and I chose it because mummy is also a thing. So I've seen mummies. Well, all of these characters are really trending trending from back then to now. These characters will never go away. So the next character is a witch. So can you laugh like that, buddies? Well, so I love witches because I love black. Black is my favorite color. And without pumpkins, the Halloween part is not completed. Carved pumpkins. So she has a broom, a bat with one eye. Never seen that before. And she has orange hair, green body as well. Well, witch, you have someone at the door. Oh, Billy. So as I said, without pumpkins, Halloween is not at all completed. So I had to choose this pumpkin because carved pumpkins are like a thing in Halloween. So without these little carved pumpkins, Halloween is not completed. And last but not least, it's Casper, my favorite. I've been watching Casper I love Casper. He's been a very interesting character for me. Casper is a ghost, a very, very nice ghost. So yeah, all of these characters are a fun character. Right there. So here I have laid out all the characters that you have to dress these princesses in. And you can choose them and see how you're going to dress your little, beautiful, little Disney princesses. Are you ready, Peppa Pig and Olaf?
Well, of course I'm ready from this day I've been a snowman.
How about you, Peppa Pig?
I'm so excited that I'm going to do it again.
Do what again, Peppa Pig?
Dress my princesses.
Okay. So Peppa Pig and Olaf seem really exciting. So let's see. Okay, Olaf, your turn first. So who are you going to choose these characters for?
First of all, I'm going to choose the pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin. Okay, Peppa Pig chose pumpkin. Who is this pumpkin for?
This pumpkin is for Beauty.
Beauty? Oh yeah, look at that. Orange, orange. So this little pair goes awesome together. Belle and pumpkin. So Belle is going to be a pumpkin. And what else? Olaf?
Then I'm going to choose Casper.
Okay. Best characters for you, Olaf. Okay, Casper, who are you going to choose Casper for?
Casper is for Anna.
Why Anna?
Well, she's wearing blue and Casper has a blue background and blue eyes, and Anna has blue eyes and...
Okay, Olaf, I get your point. Blue is for Anna. I hope you can see that. There. Here it is. Okay, so Anna is done. One last character.
I am going to choose the witch.
Okay. Well, Olaf has some good choice. Why did you choose the witch, Olaf?
Well, first of all, my last participant has reddish orange hair. And this witch also has orange hair, so I don't have to put fake hair on my character. So yeah. And then the rest is easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay, Olaf, you're a smart one. A little snowman that is really smart. Okay, these are the last three characters that Peppa Pig gets. It's Mummy, Frankenstein, and Minion Vampire. So which one are you going to choose which?
I am going to make the Minion Vampire to Elsa.
Okay, Elsa gets that. How about Frankenstein?
Frankenstein goes to Cinderella.
Okay, Cinderella has Frankenstein. How about the Mummy?
The Mummy goes to, of course, the last participant.
Okay, goes to Rapunzel. Okay, so the pictures are already picked, and remember, Olaf and Peppa Pig, you also have to create the background. everything about Halloween. Decoration, costumes, and fun music to everything. So I'll give you all the handle and let's see what you create. Good luck, and I hope you do something awesome. Ta-da! So the first character is going to be Anna. So Olaf, tell me how you're going to make Anna into Casper.
Well, that is pretty easy, you know, it's just a trick of my rolling pin.
Well, Olaf, I have to say you're a smart one. You picked the easiest task and the smartest choices. So let's get you some items that you can make Casper out of Anna. So let's go. So you need some white Play-Doh right here. And I think you might need some tools here. So here are some tools, and what else would you like to need? Would you like to need some rolling pin?
Some rolling pin? I only need one! Your English is funny.
Oh, Olaf, I was just joking. So you need a rolling pin, right? So let me get one for you. Just hold on there. So Olaf is going to create. Okay, so I couldn't find the rolling pin, so we have to use our hands. Okay, so this is a little creamy color. Okay, it doesn't matter, we can create a little creamy color, Olaf. So we have a little cream color here. It's not exactly white, but it's kind of creamy. And let's open our tools right here. So I'm gonna use this little knifey. Oh, this is sharp. Okay, let's take this out. Ooh. So let's blend the clay first. We're going to blend it out like so. So now it's in a perfect shape. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a really flat item that we're just going to press it, because as we do not have a rolling pin, so we need something really flat. Or you can just use your hand like so to spread the clay like so. So we have created the sheet already. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the uneven parts into a nice curvy shape. Hope you can see that. So cut it into a nice curvy shape so it looks more neat, even though ghosts are not supposed to look neat, but Casper is a neat looking person. Or a ghost. So cut it into this curvy shape right there. So remove the excess from the side. So here is. So we're going to cut a little line in the middle for Anna's crown, because her crown is pointy. So just create a little, ooh, I just cut the little, never mind. So we cut a little line, as you can see right here. So we're going to carefully slip it in. Slip Anna's crown in the middle and just stick it there. So it's like no problem. She looks like a bride now. So we're just going to fix it. If you need some access each and everywhere, you can just keep on adding it, because if your clay is pretty thin, it will get cracked. So now I'm just going to add some definition to this little part right here. So I'm just going to add some folds here and there like so. Fold the clay like so. So it looks like it's floating. Can you see that? Now we're going to create some blue eyes. We need some blue clay because Casper's eyes are blue. Come on, blue. Open up. Okay, so we're going to take some little bit of blue. Just a little bit of. It's not exactly going to look like Casper, but we need to make something that looks like it is a ghost that is kind of looking like Casper. So I'm just gonna press it like so. It looks more like a little ghost that says boo. So it looks nice. So you can add some more pieces to it, but I like it like that. Can you see that? Looks like a ghost, doesn't it? Maybe you can also add these eyes in blue, like in black. So I'm going to add black because blue kind of makes it look like a little sweet little ghost. So I'm going to add blue to her eyes. Sorry, I mean black. So you can also add a little darker blue like her clothes, but I'm going to use this black just a little bit to create eyes. There. And you can also create an evil smile. There. Now it looks more epic. So you can take a little bit more. So I'm going to create a little smile. So create an evil smile. There you go. So this looks like a happy ghost, even though we tried to create an evil smile. So that's what it looks like now. Because we are not that perfecto in creating DIY, so I feel this is much better than what I was thinking about. Well, Casper it is. Hooray! So Anna's clothes are ready. Where? So we're going to put Anna there with Casper at the back. Right there. So now whose turn it is? So let's clear our way. So who's going to be next? So next is going to be someone from Peppa Pig's team. So it is Cinderella. So Cinderella was Frankenstein, right? Okay, so why did you choose Cinderella to be Frankenstein?
Because her head doesn't have a crown. If it had a crown, it wouldn't look like Frankenstein if I made her like that.
Okay, so Frankenstein has some brown clothes. Brown clothes. Okay, so I'm going to get some brown color for Cinderella. So here is some brown color, and we're going to create Frankenstein now. So okay, so let's take some tools. Okay, this little knife is pretty sharp, so it gets clay out real easily. See? There. So we need some more because Frankenstein wears some pants, and we have to take the blue dress off of Cinderella. Okay, so let's begin. So have a seat, Cinderella. So first of all, we're going to create some pants for Cinderella. Roll it up and just flat it with your fingers. I hope you can. Ooh, Cinderella, careful. So we just flat it with our fingers like so. So this is done. Now let's try to create some pant shape. So we have already created the shorts looking pants that looks like Frankenstein pants, as you can see, on Cinderella. So we're just fixing it right now to her body. So it doesn't matter if it's pretty loose or falling apart, but because Frankenstein is a ghost, a scientist experiment that has gone wrong. So okay, I'm not sure because I haven't watched Frankenstein yet. I don't know, I just heard that it's a scientist experiment gone wrong. So if you know whatever Frankenstein is or what happened to him, just leave it down in the comments and I will know it, right? I will be grateful if you could do that. Okay, so now let's just flat it up like so. And now we're going to make the little coat blazer on Cinderella because Frankenstein, I think, wears a suit. So okay, so now we're going to make, oh, I apologize that you couldn't see what I was doing, so I just flat the clay out on the table. So I'm just gonna pick it up and turn it around like so. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shape it in the size of Cinderella. Should be a little bigger because Cinderella is a little tiny person. So there you go. So we have a little rectangle first because these little toys are not, how do I say it, perfectly good to just make one piece and just stick it on them. So what I like to do is just make few pieces and just kind of fix it on top of these toys like so. You can see there might be some excess here, so you can just take it out like so. Just fix it there. And also right here, there's some excess here. There. So here's the front part. So the back part is left. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the same piece in another rectangle like so and add it to the back. So you can fix the rectangle because it's not properly shaped into a rectangle. Like so. So we can add it to the back and just stick it together so it looks like one whole piece. There you go. So let's add it up a little and get the excess away. So I'm going to leave the sleeves like so it looks much classier on Cinderella. Okay, so we're done with the brown, so we're gonna put the brown back into the jar, close the jar, and now we're going to take some black to add some definition on Frankenstein's dress or suit. So we're going to take some black pieces like so and create buttons on top of Cinderella. I hope you can see that. Create tiny buttons in the middle. There it goes. So now is going to be the tricky part, to create the green skin. So the reason why we left the sleeves is because we are going to add some green. So we took some green and now we're just going to flat it out and add it on top of Cinderella's hands to make it look like the skin is green looking, gooey looking. There. See that? So we're also going to cover the hands like so. So the other side. So the other side is going to be hard, so we have to cut it into even more smaller pieces. So cover the hand as well, so it looks like the hand is also green, gooey. Okay, there. Now it's time to make the feet look green. So the same thing we're going to repeat. Add the green to the legs now. So it kind of looks half Frankenstein now. Oh no, the button came off. Buttons came off. Came off. Sometimes I just speak random stuff that does not even make sense. So we're just going to add it like so. There you go. So her legs and her hands are now green in color. Now it's time to add her hair into green. So like a bath cape, just add her hair into like that. Cover her hair with green clay. There. So I hope she looks like a Frankenstein now. So there it goes. So here's the costume for Cinderella. Look at that. Perfect costume. She looks like Frankenstein, right? I'm just gonna ask her to stand there with a picture of Frankenstein, and let's close the clay and put it to the side. So let's clear the way because now it's Olaf's turn. So Olaf is going to create Beauty now. So let's take Beauty out now first, because her dress is already so puffy, so we have to make and find some good things to make her puffy like a pumpkin. So all you need here is some green and a lot of orange. So here's some orange. So orange here. So I'm going to cut the orange in half first. I'm just carefully cutting it so it's like neat and clean. There. So now we're just going to shape it into a ball shape, and we're just going to squeeze little Belle in it. So just do that. Ooh! I just kicked Belle away. So Belle can lie there. So I think it's a good shape now. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to squeeze little Beauty from the middle. Carefully, she should stay in the middle. She's going everywhere. Just pull her hair back and just pull her like so. I think this is going to be the best one so far. So the excess you just add it to the bottom right here so that it stays tight together. So her hand should be up there like that. Whee! So just push it up, just stick it together, and shape it like a pumpkin. Whoop whoop! So Belle is going to look the most Halloweenish person, with the best costume. So now what we have to do is just going to shape, add some smile and nose and eyes so it looks like a carved pumpkin. Just fix it with the leg. Look at that. She looks like a pumpkin, right? So now what we have to do is we need some black Play-Doh. Now we're just going to shape it into some evil eyes. And just add a smile. Roll it up. Roll it pretty perfectly so you can add a upset face. So this one is by far the best one, I feel. Just push it up a little. I hope you can sit in it. There, she can sit in it. So there's Belle with her costume. So what else is left? Now we only have to add the green top to her head. So we need green. Just hope you can see that. Roll it on the table. Oh ho ho. Okay, it's not ruined. Okay, carefully roll it. Don't kick your designs away like me. So I'm gonna cut into two. Just add it on her head like so. So it looks like a ribbon, but it's kind of like the green representing the top of the pumpkin. There. Kind of looks like a pumpkin bag now. Okay, there you go. So our little pumpkin Belle's dress is ready. So let's put her there with a picture of pumpkin. So now whose turn it is? So we have the two dresses from Cinderella and what's her? Belle. And yeah, so let's add these back to the jars so they're nice and neat. So now it's time for the mummy. So it's time for mummy. So 3 are done and 3 are left. So the mummy one is going to be the easiest one so far. And I'm going to teach you how. So let's take her out. Let's put her here first. So the mummy one is going to be really easy. So here is the picture. Now we're going to use, I was thinking of using cream colored clay, which was this one, but I thought that we're going to use some silver because her crown is silver color. So we're going to use some silver to create the mummy wraps. So this is going to be really fun and easy. Right here. So we're just going to roll it. So it's just going to be rolling it on the table. So I'm just going to pan it down. Just keep rolling it like this until you get the amount of the slimness of the clay string. So you just add it round and round and round. So we're going to have a mummy. That's what it shows in the picture right here. See? So keep rolling it, like so. Okay, so we have this now, so just a little bit more. So I'm just going to cut them into pieces like so. Roll it up because they get really long, so you have to cut them from the middle like so. Just roll it up. So now I'm just going to start with the hands. So I'm just going to pan up a little. Start with the hands. So I'm just going to attach it near the top layer of the hand. Now roll it. Also the other one. Again, do the same thing. Attach it to the back and then just roll it. Hope you can see that. Attach it like so. There. Pretty nice. So I think this one's going to be the best one. So now we're just going to roll this one as well. Roll it. You can also roll it in your hand like so, or just roll it like so. So keep rolling it. So you can even add it in your hand and just roll it like so. There you go. So now we're going to start from the top layer of the leg and go in circles to the bottom. So let's carry Rapunzel here and just add it to the back. Go around and around. So there is that. So keep on doing this like so to the body all around. So just add random strands everywhere. So this is going to create some randomness to the doll. Kind of focus on my Rapunzel. You guys see her? So I'm just going to randomly add layers of clay like that. So it looks like, just so she looks like a mummy. So we'll roll it around her like so. You see her? So here is our Rapunzel's little mummy dress really nice and beautiful, isn't it? The silver is actually shining. Do you see that? Shiny silver. Matching her crown. It looks really beautiful on her. So we have our fourth costume ready to rock and roll. And here is the picture of the mummy. So let's add it. I think we can add it right there. Perfect. So now let's take these excess clay parts away and clear the way like so. Now it's time for little Elsa. So Elsa's costume is going to be really easy, as it just needs teeth and a black long cape. So just need black. So let's take some black. Take the sharp knife. It's not actually sharp, it's just made for kids that way. It's just plastic. There you go. So I think this will be enough. So let's put the excess away. So now what we have to do is just first mix it together to make it soft looking, good looking. So yeah, now let's make it into a ball. Like that. Now we have to roll it up. First I'm going to flat it up. So you can use like the top cover of the clay. So just squeeze it there, so I just kind of squeeze it out everywhere. So carefully take it off. Just flat it out. You can use a roller, anything that has a nice circle shape to it would work. So there you go. So we have a nice clean black cape. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lay it flat on the table. There. Can you see it? Perfect. So flat on the table. So we're going to take this little knife, or take a little, you know, kind of a small knife area. Just shape it into a beautiful cape. Like so. Take the excess off. So that is a really nice shape of a cape. So we have to check the height of Elsa and see how long we have to cut it. So we have to cut a little bit from the bottom, like a little inch off. So we're going to do the same effect that we did for Casper, just this rigid effect at the bottom. So I think this is going to be good. So add it at the back like so. So the point, okay, this looks really nice, doesn't it? Look at that. Add it real nicely to Elsa's back there. So it looks good. So Elsa is good to go. So just make it perfectly secure. Now we have to add some sharp teeth. So let's get a close-up and let's add, okay, that is a little tiny size. So we're going to take the little cutter, get a little tiny shape. I hope you can see that. They are just that much. Just going to take Elsa, add it on her. Oh, I just added in her eyes. Add it there. Or maybe you can just leave it like that. Just looks classy like that too. So as Elsa's mouth is not open, so we can't add the teeth. So here's the cape for. So this looks really evil looking, right? So you can, what you can do is, you have the other part of the rigid effect that you made. So go down. You can make some colors like that. Take the excess off. How do I say it? Like the character Maleficent. Have you seen that movie? really nice. Go ahead and watch it. So take Elsa, add the colors like so, and it's going to be a voila. Look at that evil face. Even though Elsa's really nice, but I mean her dress is evil, so it looks really nice. So let's turn Elsa around. So here's what it looks from the side. Oh, it's ripping. Kind of be careful when you're pulling it because it's clay after all. So you can actually fix this so you don't have to worry, but just add a little bit of clay. So that is what it looks like from the back, from the other side, and from the front. Pretty, right? Look at that. Awesome. So let's put Elsa next to Cinderella, and we're going to add, oh wait, wrong picture, little minion to her side. So now it's time for the best for the last, because Brave is going to dress as a witch. So I think this one is going to be the most hardest one and the most detailed one I have so far, except for Frankenstein. So first we're going to create the hat, so we need a little bit of black. So first we're going to create a little circle like so, and now we're going to make a little cylindrical triangle shape. I don't know how to explain that shape, but something with pointy top, and just squeeze it to the bottom like so. I hope you can see that. So we're going to make the hat of the witch. So we're going to check first if it fits. Yep, it fits. So kinda, so I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of the clay because I don't want it too much. Don't want it to be too much there. So I'm just going to cut a little bit on the side like so. So the bell says that this is the right size, so the bell helps me. So there you go. That's the right shape. So I'm gonna put a triangle. It's still big, but so okay. Again, so I'm gonna cut the excess off like so. Cut the excess off. So just smooth the part. Okay, I think this is the right size. So now we're going to create the base of the hat. So it's just going to be a simple one as well. So just create a little circle. And just use this little shape, or you can use the bottom part of the clay, but it's not that flat. So we're just going to use our fingers to flat it out. Not that much because we don't want it to be too big on Brave's head. Now it's time to add the triangle on, like so. Perfect. Now let's move up a little and add it on top of Brave's head. Wow, Brave looks good, doesn't she? So now it's time for the dress. So the dress is, I think it's also a black cape. A black cape. So we're going to make a cape again, like Elsa. So we need a little bit of black. Much black. Roll it up. So let's roll it up. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the road. Sing it with me. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the street. Merry-go, 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 merry-go. I think it goes like that, right? something like that, because I'm a grown-up now, so I forgot all of those rhymes. So now we're going to just flat it out with our hands. So here is the flat part. Now we're just going to cut it like we cut the cape for Elsa. Okay. So it's going to go like that and that. Just cut it off. I think this size is good for. Oh, it's still long, so I'm just gonna cut this much off. So it doesn't matter if it's short or something. So just the only thing you have to care about is Brave's hair, because Brave's hair is a little rough and tough. So you just have to carry the hair up from the back and just slide the clay in. You can see that. Careful, you have to be really careful because the clay can rip and do all this step again. See? It will just get bad. So actually it was a hard job to put a little cap around her neck, so we made it into a shawl type thingy. So it looks like a little shawl is hanging from her arms. So it looks really nice. As you can see, the costume is pretty nice. So look at the hat from the bottom to the top. It's perfect. So Brave, I think Brave looks the best so far from all of these characters that I've made. So Halloween is still around the corner, so we have a lot of videos upcoming for Halloween types. So now we have to do the last part where we have to create a little scary background. So we have these little rockies that we're going to use. Just open them up and add some rocks around here so it gives a little rough look. So I hope you can see this. So we add the rocks around, like so. Zoom up a little. So we're going to put all these characters here, so everyone can see what we have made today. Hey, by the way, where is Peppa Pig and Olaf?
We're here! So we actually were challenging you because we didn't do anything. So you did all the work and you're the one who made all the costumes.
Oh my god, Peppa Pig and Olaf, you tricked me! It was a hard work making these costumes, you know, alone.
Well, we thought you were taking advantages of us making all those costumes back then, so now we tricked you in this little prank. But we actually like your costumes, they're really nice. Why don't you dress us as well?
Well, that's a good idea. So now let's dress Peppa Pig and Olaf. So all the Disney princesses are wonderful looking right here. So now it's time for Olaf and Peppa Pig. So I have made the costumes for Peppa Pig and Olaf.
What? Ah! What did you make us? Why is our nose green? And why is our ear pink? What are we supposed to be? Parrots?
Well, you are clowns because you tricked me. You tricked me and hurt my feelings.
Oh, we're sorry. We didn't mean to hurt you in any way. Well, so, buddies, we have a little disaster here. We just upsetted our friend by tricking her and pranking her. But anyway, I hope you like our funny videos and keep subscribing to our channel and leaving some funny comments and even some bad ones to tell us how to improve our videos. It doesn't matter because your value is above all our values. But yeah, buddies, thank you for watching. Bye! We look so funny, don't we? See you!
Bye! Roar!